All right, back in Marietta. So we got this ceiling sanded and primed today, and these walls. The sun is shining in pretty harsh right now, and it's just primed, so you can kind of see everything. But once we sand this again and put a coat of paint on, it should be good. We started doing a little bit of trim. Started casing this door out. Of course, I don't even see that, but right here is an old threshold, and it's oak, and it's like humped up. So I had to take the belt sander and sand it down flat over there and sand it down flat over here, and then I'll have to come back to the middle later on. It's just one thing after another with this place. It just, every time I think we can start making some progress, it feels like we got to back up. But anyway, we got these touch-ups in here, sanded, spot primed. Hadn't really done anything else back there. We got this floor is poured and ready to go. I got all this floor leveler poured. It's good to go. It's dead flat now. Started marking out where my vanity's going to go. So I'm just going to build a face frame here, and then the rest will just be a 2x4s and then a base. That's all it really needs. There's no real reason to bring a fully built cabinet in here with sides and everything. There's just no reason to. So I went ahead and drew out where everything's going to be, and got some measurements and some drawings. I'm going to mock up the face frame in SketchUp just so I can figure out what size doors and everything I want in it. And I'll do that this weekend and maybe try to get it built. So by the first of the week, we'll be ready to sand this, put a coat of paint on it. We've got to get a piece of paneling for here because none of us can remember, but we had a good reason for pulling this piece of paneling out, which really all of it should have came out, but whatever. So I got to put this back. And then when we started casing out this door, I'm trying to make this look a lot nicer than it did. It looked like garbage because it was an old exterior door, and it had the threshold, and it had the door stop and weather stripping, and I'm like, this looks stupid here. I don't want to just paint over this, so I'm just going to put new trim in here. Well, so when we plumbed this side up, it was no longer going to butt up to this junk here, this whatever this stuff is. It's garbage, but it looks like, I don't know, it's this stuff here, whatever this is. It's not even paneling. It really is. It's just like cardboard. And so I wouldn't have had no way to, I can deal with this side here. I can just scrape this off and put a little mud on it. But so we decided she wants to put chair rail to cover up this edge anyway, which it needs. So we're just going to butt a piece of 3/8 drywall up in here, put her chair rail up on there and be done with it. But don't have a piece of 3/8 with me, so I'll have to pick that up. And then we can throw all this trim on. All this paneling back here has to be sanded. These doors have to be sanded, and then they have to be sprayed with that bonding primer stuff. And I'll probably go ahead and do that. I think we're going to do that very first thing tomorrow. We're just going to knock this sanding out. It won't take long. And just be done with that stuff. And then I can come in here and put the bonding primer on. I probably won't even spray it. I'll probably just roll it because no more than this is. I'm going to talk to her. I think we're going to just leave the closets. I would like to just leave the closets. I don't see any reason in getting here and trying to paint these stupid things. They're closets. We'll paint the outside. We'll paint the outside of the doors and just leave the rest alone. I just don't see any sense in messing with it. Same thing over there in those closets. Which is pretty much what they did. They just painted and left the closets alone. I just don't want to mess with it. It's just more of a hassle. It has to be sanded, primed with bonding primer, and then painted, and just, it's closets. I'm going to see if she'll just let me just leave that alone. But anyway, so I'm going to case this open. I was going to case this opening, but I realized I didn't pick up enough 1x6s the other day. I have to use 1x6s and rip them down for the jam. So anyway, we're all a little bit sick of this house. Even though we hadn't been here for over, like 2 months. We just started back this week, And we're all just a little bit sick of it. Or maybe it was last week. I can't remember. Anyway. It's because it's just like every time we think we can start taking some steps forward, we find some stuff like this right here and this right here that we just, it's just aggravating. If we had gutted the whole place to begin with, it would have gone together probably faster, but anyway. So anyway, we're done. It's like, I don't know, 3:30 or something on Friday. We're calling it a day. I've still got to go home, work on the bunk beds, design that vanity face frame. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll sand this stuff and try to start taking some steps forward here. So anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you up on this one next time.